Mommy didn't answer me. So, you know, that's fun. It's fine. It might be too early. Or maybe she couldn't get to the phone in time. I don't know. But I'm very restless today. I woke up yesterday with this like ball of anxiety in my chest, and I don't know from what. I was like, it felt like I was nervous about something. Like when you're nervous to give like a big presentation at school, or when you're like, uh, when you have like a meeting with like an important person in your office. I don't know. It's weird. I think I might go walk a little bit to work it out. Was gonna ask my mom to come with me, but she didn't pick up. And yes, I'm trying to guilt her through a camera and probably a day's worth of delay between editing and uploading and time differences and all that. And yeah, I want you to feel it. I don't care. It's fine. Trying again. Busy tone. What? Who you on the phone with? Mm-hmm. Well, I'm happy to report that even in a post-lockdown situation, even when I have headphones in and sunglasses on and seem to be completely incommunicado, people still feel comfortable asking me for directions. Is it because I'm short? Is it because I have a big round face that makes me look jolly? I don't know. But this guy just asked me for directions on how to get to an address that I'd never heard of before, so I had to Google it because I'm not an idiot. I'm not an evil shrew. And I had to tell him how to find the bus stop and all of that, and it was just this whole big thing. And it's also a comfort to know that I am currently walking outside and wearing a t-shirt that says "Explore the Great Indoors." So that's cool. Okay, I have 3 things to say. I do have an agenda. I'm going to try to knock through them. No, I haven't made my bed. Sorry about it. Not really sorry about it. I'm living here. You're not. You don't have to deal with it. Booyah. Thing number 1, which is something my mother says all the time. If you are in need of a YouTube hole to fall down, just type in Eva Noblezada. Noblezada. I had a question mark in my mind for a second if I was saying the right letters. I think I was. I'll have to check that back in editing. But, oh my god, she is... How do people not know about her? How does she not have a Tony yet? Okay, so back up. She did her Broadway debut in Miss Saigon, which I never knew the story of Miss Saigon. I knew it happened during the Vietnam War in Vietnam. I knew there was a love story, and that's literally it. I did not know any of the music or something. So when I saw, I don't know, a shout out for Eva Noblezada on, I think, Instagram, I just searched her and saw her in the revival of Miss Saigon, and holy damn, does she have the pipes, she has the control, she has the pace. She's so good in it. If you can, Google Eva Noblezada, the movie in my mind. Is it movie in my mind? Movie in my head. I'm not sure, but oh my god. Ooh, chills. And then she was also in Hadestown, which I think I'd heard the name of it, but I never looked into it. And it won the Tony for Best Musical in 2019. And it's about Orpheus and Eurydice, one of my favorite myths from Greek mythology. How did I not know that there was a musical about Greek mythology? Ha! So okay, I then fell down that YouTube hole, and then I found her medley sequence of her having all of these different YouTube Broadway songs just strung together, and she does it so well. I like her a lot. I like her a lot. And I'm just realizing now that I'm going to have to pause for a little bit because my camera's battery is flashing at me, so she needs a little bit of a charge. So that's going to be thing number 1. I'm going to let you pause where I pause and go and Google that. I'm not going to put in any clips here for copyright issues. That's on you. Do it. You won't regret it. We're back. I let my camera charge for about 45 minutes because I only have the 1 battery. I had 2. I don't know where the other one is. In the interim, I watched some YouTube, made myself a cup of tea. Delicious. Had a nectarine. And now back on it. So, thing number 2 of 3, tiny bit of a story time. Remember last week how I spent just so long, what is this? Hair. I spent such a long time trying to track down 2 boxes from X-Pac, and they were in one suburb, and then they were here, but then they were down the street here, and there's this whole thing. Turns out there was a third one on its way to me. I think I forgot about it in the melee of everything else. So I got an email, technically on like Saturday night, Friday night probably, saying that it had been delivered to my local post office. And I know, like, the post offices at least in my neighborhood, maybe it's different in other parts of Paris, but in my neighborhood, the post offices are open on Saturdays only until 1 p.m. And I ain't been waking up early enough to go. So I told myself, okay, I'll go on Monday. It won't be gone by then. And it wasn't. Look. I also, the woman who was in front of me in line, no, not in front of me. She was behind me. So while I was waiting for my box to come out from the back, I could overhear. I wasn't trying to overhear her, but she was close enough to me that I could hear what she was saying. And she was kind of having a bit of a go at one of the workers in the post office, because one of the delivery companies associated with the post system in France, Colissimo, which is incidentally what delivers these bad boys, wasn't delivering to her house or her address or something. She always had to come to the post office to get it. And as soon as I heard that, my ears went, what? Someone else is having the same issue? And one of the post officers, is that a term? One of the workers at the post office said that during the period of this crisis, the Colissimo delivery people cannot come to people's homes. Something about like sanitary measures, and it's much safer for people to come and pick things up at the post office, where I assume they've been sanitizing things as they come in. So that way, if there's something, that's been contaminated on the delivery truck, it doesn't go straight from the delivery truck to a person's home. It stops at a place first and is sanitized. That's my assumption. But the woman said that Colissimo delivery workers are not allowed to deliver to people's addresses. So that might be an explanation for why I haven't been getting these boxes. But I think it's a little over a year that I've had this subscription package, I haven't received deliveries to this apartment for like 6 months. So that's like half of an explanation, but whatever it is. All I know is I have the box, so we gonna open it. You want a shot? You want a shot of the lid coming off? I just knocked something on the floor. It's not important. Coming at you. And yes, we are balancing on my bed because that is the space that I have available to me. There's a bunch of paper on the floor. I'm not going to get into it. Dun 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 dun. Oh, good paper. I see M&Ms. I see nothing else that I can identify. Fig Newtons. Ugh. Mom, I might be sending you some Fig Newtons. Oh, 2 packs of them. God damn, I hate Fig Newtons. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to take out all of the papery stuff, as much of it as I can, and then go through whatever's here. All right, so put that back on my makeshift tripod, which is really just, actually, I'll show you what my tripod is. It is a little, by the way, that's clean laundry. It was on the rack yesterday. I just haven't put it away yet, so don't judge me. That's my bag of yarn. That's my bag of socks that I haven't turned into rags yet. There's a method to the madness. Anyway, this is what my Chili's bottle came in, my like water bottle canteen thing. And it's just tall enough that if I have my camera set up, oh no, I was listening to the movie in my mind again. I can place the camera just here and it's about eye level. So that's my trick. You wanted to see the behind the scenes, which I don't know why anybody would want to see the behind the scenes. Anyway, let's go through this box, sticking my hand in at random. Nestle, hot cocoa mix with mini marshmallows. There's 3 of them. I think I love Nestle's. I actually had some last night, or was it Swiss Miss? I had cocoa powder last night with a little Bailey's in it. So these are just going right into my collection. This is my Comfortable little way to end the night. Oh, it smells like chocolate. Okay, next thing is golden onion recipe soup and dip mix. Recipe soup and dip mix. That seems like weird phrasing. Ooh, golden chicken nuggets. There's a chicken nuggets recipe. Buffalo onion ranch dip. Ooh, there's some recipes on this. I don't even have to think about what to do with it. It has ideas and suggestions. Okay. Very interesting, because one of the things that I wanted to do tonight, that I won't do on camera, is recipe plan for this week. And then someday, either tomorrow or the next day, I'm going to have to go grocery shopping. Now I have a jumping point. Okay, next. Maxwell House ground coffee. And there's 2 of them. I am sure for the majority of people receiving these boxes, this is so exciting. I don't drink coffee. I haven't drunk coffee for 7 years, maybe? Except one time where a bartender was like making he was making cocktails based on like Kahlua and like coffee something. And he was giving them away to people for free, and I was too awkward to say that I didn't want one, so I drank like that, but it was only a couple of sips and I passed it off. That's been my only coffee intake over the 7 years, so I guess I can offer my friends Maxwell House. Is Maxwell House considered good? I actually don't know. I know they're commercials. Good to the last drop, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Okay. Crispy cheddar crackers. Back to nature. Are these like the organic versions of Cheez-Its? Yeah, I love Cheez-Its. I'm gonna be brutally honest when I eat these and compare them to what the Cheez-Its that I know. But I'm still excited to have them. Love a little salty. Next. I can feel them already. They're the Fig Newtons. Next. Airheads. Ooh, Airheads. Cherry flavored. That's the best one. I mean, I like lemon flavored stuff, but I don't know if I've actually seen a lemon flavored Airhead. But cherry is always a good bet. Next. Grandma's chocolate chip cookie. They're really on a cookie kick for this. Last time they sent Mrs. Fields. I mean, that's fine. You know what I'm going to do with this? Either I'm going to bring it with me to work, nuke it in the microwave for a little bit, because I don't have a microwave here, and then have that while I'm on break, or toss it in the oven for a couple seconds, let the chocolate get all melty welty, and then enjoy that. And then, oh, M&M's minis! Oh, cute! Very cute. These are Easter themed. Little bunny ears. And then he's just a construction worker, I guess. Oh no, he's not a construction worker. He's wearing a Panama hat, which is a little coated, but okay. So either I eat these by themselves on their own, or I use them in baking. Don't know yet. Don't have to decide now. Finally, oh no, there's another Airhead. And finally, ooh, Quaker's granola bars, which are not healthy. These Quaker's granola bars are not healthy at all. Let's just get this out there. This is sugar in a breakfast bar. Peanut butter chocolate chip. Okay, I love that they're sending me peanut butter stuff, because they know that peanut butter is not always popular around the world. No high fructose corn syrup. Well, that's something. 9 grams whole grains. Let's not lie. This is still sugar in a bar. Okay, so I just want to say one thing about these subscription boxes. They are put together by a company that's based out of Florida, and they ship supposedly all around the world. And you can get, like, this is not an ad. I'm not trying to sell their products, because Lord knows I've had problems with them. But they have different boxes from that, like every month you get stuff that's from the US, from Canada, from France, from Germany, and I think that's what they have for now. Oh no, from the UK as well. But they ship supposedly all over the world, and they don't vary the boxes, the contents of the boxes, depending on where the thing is being shipped. They only vary it depending on the country of origin. So however many people are receiving boxes from the US, everyone's getting the same box. So for me, who lives in Paris and could probably find a couple of these things. I could probably find M&M's minis in like an import store if I wanted to. They even sell, I think they even sell like Fig Newtons in like the international aisle of like my local Monoprix or something. So it's not necessarily always the most like, I've never seen this in France before, because sometimes I have. But partly it's for like the people who live further afield, or people who maybe live in a different part of France who don't have access to international stuff like I do. But it's also kind of the rediscovery of like, oh yeah, I remember this. Oh, this is a nice little bout of nostalgia that I'm living right now. That's so sweet. And that's why I haven't canceled the program completely, even though it drives me crazy sometimes. Honestly, it's not even the company that drives me crazy. It's the shipping in Paris that does me in. So, you know, I may cancel every other box for a while just so I don't have to go hunting them down. And God knows I've got enough to last me for a while. You've seen my junk shelf, you know. Anyway, ramble. Thing number 3 of this very long agenda. I should not be put in charge of any meetings, because I would let things go off on tangent after tangent. It would be like, you know how, I'm going off on one right now. You know how you have like split ends? And I know this because I have very long hair that hasn't been cut in a while. You have split ends, and then that split has a split, and then that split has a split, and it kind of looks like a leaf of a fern. That would be me leading a meeting. There would be a tangent, and then a tangent, and then a tangent. And then 20 minutes later, I'd have to yank them back. So that's cool. Thing number 3, in any case, is the pull out before you blow it plus other trivia questions. Trivia's back. It's Monday. We're gonna ask questions that I don't reasonably know any of the answers to. Ho-ho. I'm not gonna try to get my mom on the phone for this one because it's a holiday for her. It's Memorial Day? Veterans Day? I want to say it's Memorial Day. Actually, they might even say it in the trivia email, which I have clearly already set up on my computer. Anyway. Yep. Oh, and it says originally Memorial Day was known as Decoration Day. Not like Christmas decorations. Meant to honor the Union and the Confederate soldiers who died during the American Civil War. Really? But like, really? But like, really? Anyway, going down to the questions, we're not going to get into any more of the Confederate, because fuck that. Number 1, pull out before you blow it. Pull out before you blow it. All right, of the 10 highest grossing R-rated films by global box office, not adjusted for inflation, 4 of them have single word titles with no articles or sequel numbers. So no the, no an. Okay. Name as many as you can for 1 point each. 4 of them. 0 points if you get any wrong. Okay, highest grossing movies. Titanic, Avatar, Lord of the Rings, no. The Hobbit, no. Oh, wait, no. R-rated films. Avatar was definitely not R-rated. I don't even think... Was Titanic R-rated? I feel like it wasn't. I feel like it was PG-13. Because, like, you don't hear a lot of swearing. Like, hardcore swearing. And you don't see any, like... Truly... No, but you do see a boobie. Wait, Joker. Joker was big, and I don't know why. If you want to see my opinions on Joker, go read my blog at Chiaroscuro on WordPress. Don't. I didn't, like, the sum of it is I didn't like Joker. I didn't think it was a story. Like, I like an origin story, but I don't like... I don't see why it needed to be told that way. I don't know. Let's not get into it. I have doubts about Titanic. I feel like it's going to tank me. I feel like Joker was so big that it would be on the list. So, Joker. Okay. Number 2. What is the name of the small opening through which muscles, tendons, and nerves pass from your forearm to your hand. There's an opening that pass from your forearm to your hand, like through your wrist? Is there a hole in my wrist? Is it just called a wrist? Is it called like the wrist valve? The valve? No, I have no idea. Number 3, what fruit got its name due to the resemblance to the reproductive organs of conifer trees? Reproductive organs of conifer trees. Okay, you know that just sent me to like a place of imagining pine trees with penises on them. Nope, can't, nope, erase that. Pine trees, like pine cones. Pineapple? Do pineapples look like pine cones? They've got like the diamond shaped things. I guess the sprouts kind of look like needles. I honestly don't know. Pineapples. Number 4, there are 7 emirates in the United... Can't talk. I need to slow down. In the United Arab Emirates, the UAE. Garfield fans might know that which emirate comes first alphabetically. Garfield? Is Garfield from the United Arab Emirates? Is that known? Does he speak Arabic? Are we reading a translation of Garfield in every Sunday newspaper? Come to think of it, I actually don't know the names of any of the Emirates. Like, Abu Dhabi is in the Emirates, right? But is it an emirate? Or is it the capital of an emirate? Is it like New York City is not the capital of the US, but it's a big-ass city in the US. It was the capital of the US at one point, though. I don't know. Abu Dhabi. I don't know what Abu Dhabi has to do with Garfield. Are they talking about Garfield the cat or Garfield the former president? I don't know. Abu Dhabi is pretty much at the front of the alphabet, so that I don't know. Number 5, what element of urban design, which gets its name from the French for bottom of a bag, cul-de-sac, was the subject of a pluralization debate on Gilmore Girls? I've never seen Gilmore Girls. I don't know. Yeah, cul-de-sac, which always makes me laugh a little bit because C-U-L, technically means yo butt, yo ass. Pardon me for the swearing, pardon my French, literally, but trou de cul means asshole, literally, and one of the common like insults that you hear in France is trou de cul, asshole, which is kind of fun to say. So yeah, cul-de-sac. So literally cul-de-sac means the ass of the bag. Which whenever you think of like the suburbanites living in a cul-de-sac, and I'm just like, you live in an ass! Ha 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 ha! Anyway. Alright. I feel pretty good about cul-de-sac. I don't know anything about the other ones, so let's Google. Okay, going backwards. Cul-de-sac, check. 7 emirates in the United Arab Emirates. The first one is indeed Abu Dhabi. Cool. Apparently, Garfield threatens to send Nectar, one of the other characters to Abu Dhabi a bunch, and actually does it in one of the stories. I didn't know that. Although I should find out, what are the United Arab Emirates called? Wikipedia, it says that they are, okay, Abu Dhabi. Neighbors are throwing stuff out the window. Not really. Okay, so Abu Dhabi, Ajman, Dubai. How did I not think of Dubai? It doesn't matter because it's not first alphabetically, so that's fine. Fujairah, Ras Al Khaimah, Sharjah, and Al Quwain. I'm so sorry about my pronunciation. Eid Mubarak. Eid was yesterday or 2 days ago. I'm so sorry about my pronunciation. I don't know jack. but Abu Dhabi is first. Great. Fruit that got its name from resembling reproductive organs of conifer trees, pineapple. Pitara.com, science for kids, apparently, says in 1493, the year after he sailed the ocean blue, Columbus, on his voyage to the Caribbean, found the fruit on the island of Guadeloupe. To the European eye, this curious new fruit had an abrasive, segmented exterior like a pine cone, and inside, the fruit had a firm interior pulp like an apple. So they combined the two, calling it pineapple. Parenthetically, pineapple does not have the same texture as an apple. Columbus, you drunk. And, like, horribly controversial and a blight on the pre-American history, so fuck off. Okay. And then, kicking myself, the name of the small opening between your forearm and your hand is your carpal tunnel! Damn it! I was like, how am I supposed to know that? I don't know anything about anatomy. It turns out I know one thing about anatomy. Carpal tunnel. Whoops. And then, pull out before you blow it. The 4 highest grossing R-rated films with one word names. Joker, woohoo! Deadpool, It, and Logan. Not adjusted for inflation, apparently, but these are all quite recent. 2017, 2016, 2019. Oh, man. The others 6, by the way. Deadpool 2, which got even higher than Deadpool. All right. Matrix Reloaded. Really? Really? Passion of the Christ. Hangover Part 2. Really? 50 Shades of Grey. And The Mermaid, which I don't even know what that is. The Mermaid. It's a Chinese fantasy romantic comedy. Romantic comedy is R-rated? Good for you. There's an assassination plot. The film tells the story of a playboy businessman who falls in love with a mermaid who was sent to assassinate him. That sounds awesome. And I'm going to try to find a link to that later. Oh man, there's a Kingsman: The Secret Service is on here. Oh, I love that. That is ranked number 34. And then Kingsman: The Golden Circle is 37. Titanic is not on this list, so I don't think it was actually R-rated. Titanic rating PG-13. Anyway, so, okay, we got Joker, we got Pineapple, we got Abu Dhabi, we got Cul-de-sac. So, out of a possible 8, we got 4. Alright, well, I might just have an airhead. Actually, no. I'm not hungry at the moment, but cool. Okay, I've talked way too long. See you later. So I'm just sitting here with a pot, watching the Community script read through and having like nostalgia for Community, the show, not like being part of a community. That would be a weird thing to be nostalgic about. I made mac and cheese with that little packet in one of the X-Pack things, and I didn't read all of the instructions the first time I took it out of the box, and I realized it's meant to be a microwave thing. I don't have a microwave, so I was kind of like, I'll just cook it in, like, noodles cook in water on a pot on the stove. It'll be fine. And then it said, like, reserve some water when draining for the cheese sauce, because this is one of those things where you don't add butter and milk to make the cheese sauce. You just, like, leave in the water, and then the cheese sauce does it, which is dubious. I think I left in a little bit too much because it's not watery. It's just a little bit looser of a sauce than I would have liked. And I added in peas and corn as it was cooking in the water. And then I chopped up some cheddar and feta just to add to enhance, like, make it not disgusting box cheese taste. It's like edible. I'm gonna eat it now that the cheddar started to melt, especially. And there's like crunch from the corn, and there's dimension to it. but I'm not going to show a picture of it because it's not super visually appealing, and I wouldn't serve it to my friends, but I would serve it to me. Don't mind me, just on the phone with my mom talking about grammar while I'm out for my digestive walk in the evening, like you do. All right, so I'm walking down this, hi ba, telling my parents at the same time. So I'm walking down the street and this guy like honks his horn at me, which I already don't appreciate, and then like rolls down his window and he goes like, "Hey, do you know where I can find a florist?" I was like, "What?" "Yeah, I'm looking for a florist." I was like, "At this time of night? What do you have flowers?" He's like, "So I can buy you a dozen roses." Gross. And then I literally just went like, ugh, to him and started walking again. And he goes like, "Quoi, t'as des beaux yeux? You have beautiful eyes." I was just like, gross, ew, ew, gross. Well, I'm back from my walk. I'm honestly like feeling super grossed out still from the guy being like, "I want to buy you flowers," from a car. I'm walking down the street and he honks at me. Ugh. Also, we are not the same age, and you know that. Sir. Balding sir. Not that there's anything wrong with balding men. I can't take that thought any further. It is. Anyway, I've been back for a little bit. I ate another nectarine. I had a nectarine with my tea earlier today, which is why I say another. Because that dinner wasn't super satisfying, and now I'm having some mini roses, which do not look appetizing at all on the label, but they get the job done for the sweet tooth. I don't usually have much of a sweet tooth, but every now and then when it hits, ooh, doggy. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up, and oh god, it's gonna take so long to edit. Well, good night.